Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thalema Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Already shuffled. Let's do relationships first, single second. Oracle cards come out where needed. The Fool is pushing out the bottom here, which could be very much an optimism card. Optimistic. It may be more connected with your partner than with you for some reason. I'm not saying that completely. Well, no, leave it alone. You do have the romance card on your side, though. All right, let's see where we're going. I do feel like you're optimistic about what could happen from this situation. But where I'm also seeing here, you got the Page of Swords where you're standing. So you're trying to really figure out what's actually happening with this situation you're dealing with. I'm getting the Ten of Wands spiritually in the sense of like, even for Taurus, and Taurus can take a very heavy load. Taurus can take a heavy load. But the situation is starting to feel a little bit burdensome. It's starting to get a little bit over the line. Taurus can take a lot. They really can, but it's just becoming to the point where it's kind of like, I need to find a way to change the situation. I feel like even you, it's coming to the spot, like if you're normal, everyday Tauran energy, you like things to stay the same. You like to get a plan down and keep it where it is and enjoy it the way it is and just know where things go and just keep things in line. But the way things are going, it's getting so heavy, you're like, something's going to give. I either change or something happens and I need to clean up the mess, and then I still have to change, but I just have to clean up the mess first. So I feel like that's how you're looking at it. Not like you really want to change, like you're excited about the thought, but it's kind of like, well, I either fix it now or I wait for it to fall apart and then I clean up the mess and I have to fix it later anyway. So I guess I'm going to have to do something. The challenge card is the Ten of Swords, but this is your challenge card, and I feel like that's heavily weighing on you. Like, the situation could implode. If it implodes, it's a lot worse than just changing. And you're looking at it like, I'm going to have to change something. I have to change something. I feel like it's very stressful on you, like, because you're getting that pressure, like, I need to change something. What do I change? Taurans don't usually make just frivolous changes. Like, if they're going to change something, they know what they're changing. They know why they're changing it. They're going to do it with purpose. And they're going to change something they intend to stick with. They're very diligent. They don't do things haphazardly. I haven't really known a Taurus to do things really haphazardly. If they're going in a certain direction, they know where they're going. They've made their plan. That's what they're going to do. I do see, once you make... I feel like we want to pull this in now. The Nine of Pentacles with the courage is coming in as what makes things better. You got to capitalize on what's going right and realign things to your liking. You just got to have the courage to push yourself out of that box. Just got to push yourself out of that box and make it happen. I'm getting... Success is very much what's intended to happen here. I just feel like you're not going to like moving forward. I'm also getting your partner... Your partner is really, they got the Chariot. So it's not only that you're seeing it like you need to make a change. I get a lot of pressure from them too. They're like, we need to change. We're heading towards a brick wall. We need to turn. We're heading towards a brick wall and we're going faster. We need to turn. And you're like, I know. And they're like, why aren't we turning? And you're like, because we're on railroad tracks. I can't turn it. They're like, there's a switch up there. Let's change tracks. And you're like, but where does that track go? And they're like, I don't care. It's just that we have to get away from the brick wall. And you're like, I have to go in the right direction. I just feel like this is a very interesting situation where you're like, yeah, I know we got to turn. I just don't know which way to turn. And they're like, you got to turn soon because we're going to hit that wall. You're like, I know. Just give me a second. Let me breathe. They're not trying to be mean to you because the friendship is coming in with Chariot. So the friendship is coming in. Like, they're not trying to be a monster to you. But they're really putting pressure on you, like, listen, the wall's coming up. We're like, the farther we go, the less choices we have. So you need to choose soon. And I feel like you're going, I know I do, and I will, and I will. You do have the support of your partner. It's not that you don't, but what I'm getting, like, their challenge card is the Queen of Swords. She can be extremely direct, and if she needs to say something, she says it. She gets right to the point. Don't get caught up in the genders, like whatever your partner may be, he, she, they, whatever's going on. But what I'm getting is, like, when they need to say something, bam, it goes right to the money. Boof, this is what it is, right to the point. And it can be a bit sharp. I mean, swords, you know what I mean? It can be a bit sharp. That's their challenge card, though, not to make the situation worse by aggravating you and just kind of telling you things you already kind of know, but trying to coax you and help you and encourage you to move forward and try to help you move out into a more comfortable area. There is a danger there that you could get more aggravated than not. All right. As we keep going forward, I feel like your partner makes the decision, to tell you the truth. I feel like your partner is the one who actually makes the decision for you. And I feel like they say, we're going to do this. And I feel like you just nod your head. They're like, we're going to do this. We're heading towards a brick wall. I've clicked the switch. We're going to move the train this way. We're not going to hit the brick wall. We'll be fine going over this way. It's an open area. We have a lot of choices after that. We're going to go this way. And I just kind of feel you nodding your head like, okay, fine, okay. They have the Queen of Cups with the best possible decision. Don't get caught up in the gender again. But I feel like they're trying to make a decision that they think you can live with. The best possible decision is saying they're taking a lot of stress off of you by just making this decision for you. The Death card is also there in their spiritual position. They're making this change. It's leaving the past behind. A whole new situation is coming forward. They do have a lot of love for you. Don't worry about that. They have the Two of Cups. But I'm getting here with the Beauty card and the Imagination is like, I feel like it's hard for them to do this. It's hard for them to make a decision because they were expecting that you were going to make the decision. So the Beauty card with the Imagination is just like, they see how much pressure this is putting on you and how hard this is getting for you. So they just make the decision and they keep going. You nod and you agree. What makes things better is they turn that wheel forward for you. They're the ones turning the wheel of fortune forward. It takes a lot of pressure off you. It does. And I'm getting the romance with the Eight of Pentacles, and I showed you the Fool card before. I just feel like you're just going forward optimistically. You're trusting the love you have for your partner. You're trusting the investment you've made in them, that you know they care about you. And you do trust their judgment, that they're doing things the best that they can. You're just trusting it. You're being very optimistic about it. You're going along with it. I do feel, again, things get a lot better for you. Once that change is made and you're going off in this other direction, and there's a lot of other possibilities off in this other direction, you have a lot more time to decide what you want to do next. The pressure releases, a lot of the pressure releases. You feel a lot better. It's the best possible decision for your partner just to make the choice. You just seem to nod and go with it. And from there on, things get better. And there we are. Good. All right. That's what I have for Taurus and relationships. It seemed like a lot of energy. It did seem like a lot of information. I'm noticing it was like 8-9 minutes, but it felt like I was talking for a long time. So that's interesting. Let's do Taurus singles and see what we got for you guys. Single Taurans. What do we got for single Taurans? Messages for single Taurans. What do we have for single Taurans? What information do we have for single Taurans? Something just flew out, face down. We'll find out that after. Messages for single Taurans. Messages for single Taurans. No, yeah. It feels like it goes at the top, so we'll find out what that means. Alright, we'll see where this goes. Single Taurans. I really like Taurus energy, so I'm hoping this goes well. We'll find out. I have a feeling this might have a bittersweet ending. You might end up with what you want, but not happy with what actually is there. One of those things. We'll see. Alright, what's the face down card? I I feel like this is a hidden aspect. The Hanged Man. Fell out face down. I feel like it goes over the whole reading. I feel like they're saying this is going on through the whole situation. Maybe that's the problem. Let's find out. Now, you have the Queen of Cups in your past. Is this... Alright, this is one of two things. Either this is somebody you've dated or been with in the past, been with in some measure, or it's somebody you've been kind of holding a torch for. So it's one of the two. Either you've had feelings for this person and you've been holding those feelings to yourself for a long time. Feels like a long time. Or it's somebody that you've had moments with in the past, and this is the return. It's, you know, how much of a moment, it depends on what you experience, but definitely something where you would say it was a significant moment. You've had a connection with this person in the past. As this comes forward, I feel like this connection you have with this person, it seems stressful for you. The fact that either you're holding on to these feelings or you had a moment where you were connected with this person and it kind of moved on, it seems to have a little bit of a stress moment here for you, because it's almost like the false start or the moment that just never became anything. Especially if it's one of those things where you're holding feelings for somebody and you just maybe haven't expressed them. It just seems like it's this unfinished business type feeling. And at the top of this, you have the Ace of Cups with the health. I'm getting like you know how you feel. I feel like that's why health is showing up with the Ace of Cups. You know exactly how you feel. And you're seeing the situation for the truth of it. Why ever it hasn't moved forward, why ever it hasn't been moving forward, however that goes, you know why that is. And you feel like that's pretty much where it should have been all this time. There's been a good reason for it. You don't feel bad about that. You're just, either your heart's been longing for this person or it was a false start the first time. One of the two. The thing is, I'm noticing this is over the whole reading again. The Hanged Man. I don't know if it's really going to change, because I feel this person kind of showing up again. So if it's somebody you've already had a moment with and they're coming back in and they seem to be interested again, or if it's somebody you've been holding feelings for and they're coming forward and they're showing you interest now, I'm still getting that Hanged Man is keeping things from moving forward. Even though they're coming into your view here, and they're coming forward towards you, I don't feel a love energy. I just feel like they're checking in and just seeing how you are. They're interested to know you, but if there's any love there or not, I feel like that remains to be seen. As we keep going forward, like in the center here, I'm getting the Two of Wands with the Nine of Swords. I feel like you're looking at, like, are there possibilities here? Are there truly possibilities here? And the Nine of Swords is telling me that you're shortly coming to that in a very short time span, you're deciding that this still can't go forward. You're seeing like whatever the blocks were before, they're still there. Whatever stopped you before, it's still stopping you now. So I'm getting that you're coming up to the Death card because you're not seeing any way to change your circumstances. So the Death card's at the bottom, kind of like, you know what? I got to get rid of these feelings. I got to stop feeling this way. I got to stop thinking about this person. I got to stop considering this as an option. You keep going forward with this. I feel like this person keeps coming forward towards you, actually. And then I'm getting the Nine of Cups with the True Love Come to Me. I'm getting like they very much seem to enjoy your company. And I feel like the more you want to walk away from this, the more they seem to be right in front of you. The more they just seem to constantly be there. And I'm getting like whatever feelings you had from the past, you're realizing like you're more into this person than you really thought. Even though you knew you had feelings for them, the more they show up, the more you want them to show up. You actually like seeing them. You keep telling yourself you got to walk away and this isn't going to go anywhere, but your heart keeps pulling you towards them. And I'm getting this Nine of Cups with the True Love Come to Me. It's just kind of like you're really enjoying their company. And you're seeing how much they enjoy yours. And you're just kind of like, for whatever reason, you're still like, this can't go forward. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know what I'm doing here. I feel like this only goes so far. And I feel like you get aggravated actually with yourself. Not with this person. They are who they are. You're not upset with them. but you're kind of like, enough is enough. I feel like you finally hit that point where you're kind of like, it doesn't matter. I've decided this can't happen. I know this can't happen. I'm not going to move forward with it. You're the one rendering judgment. You render judgment. You decide there's not enough here to make anything happen, and you move on. This is Isis inspiration. I feel like this is bringing down kind of like the decision, saying either do or don't, but make your decision. And judgment is saying you're deciding to walk away because you don't think there's enough here to actually make something of, and you're deciding to move on. It's kind of like either do it or don't, and you've decided don't, and you move on. I feel like that's it. All right, that's what we have for Taurus. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.